Hey guys, I am so excited to be introducing you today to Gabriel Rodriguez, and his story is absolutely amazing. I'm excited to share it. I'm excited to hear it again because it's just beautiful. So, welcome. I appreciate you taking the time today to be
Thank
with
you.
us and to share this beautiful walk that you've had through the last, 90 plus days. So, to open it up a little bit, I would like you to kind of share where you were at in your journey before finding VSA.
Well, I became vegan about 3 years ago. That was the start of my journey. And it was quite the life change. Um, I didn't realize how much went into it, but the more that I learned, the more that I wanted to keep going and keep growing. Shortly after I became vegan, I found the vegan gym on Instagram. I began listening to their podcasts, following them on social media and whatnot. And the more that I got to see them, Leif and Anders, as examples, I was like, these dudes are literal superheroes. I want to be just like them. And at first it was kind of scary, but the more I got to learn about their story, um, realizing how much time and dedication it took for them to get there, I was like, if I have that same time and dedication, I could probably get to that point too. Um, it took a while for me to take the step forward to join the Vegan Superhero Academy. There was a lot of different factors that was kind of holding me back. Um, but then I was kind of at a point in my life where I wasn't particularly happy. I remember just sitting on the couch one day and just saying to myself, I'm not happy. But then it kind of got me thinking, well, what am I going to do about that? What are some things that I can do to kind of like fix that situation? And, good timing, Anders messaged me on Facebook and we were talking again. And one thing led to another and I joined VSA. It is funny because as soon as I said yes, I like instantly regretted it. I was like, oh my God, this is so scary. What did I just do? But I was like, you know what? It's now or never. So I was like, you know what? Let's just do it. Why not? And the rest is history.
Coming into the program, had you done anything like this before? Like, how do you
No,
know?
I if you would have asked me 3 years ago, I would not have even thought that it was possible. I am not a I wouldn't consider myself an athletic individual. That's probably why I was so intimidated, because I was, like when I was in school, I would avoid, PE like it was the plague. I was not into any of that stuff. And I enjoyed to eat a lot. And just the thought of like joining an academy and trying to figure out like your macros, because I had read Leif's book before I joined the academy, and all of that seemed very extensive, and it was a little intimidating. So before this, I would not have thought that I would be the one to join the VSA.
That's awesome, Gabe. That is so awesome.
Yeah.
With that, like I mean, you went through so much, like coming from not really ever experienced a program before, like, and from your starting point and how you're feeling, what do you feel? Because I know there's a lot of achievements. You've had a lot of milestones on this journey, but what are some that are standing out to you the most?
I
You
think
know,
the biggest journey, the biggest achievement that I've had was completely unexpected. Um, Going into veganism, I did it for myself, and I didn't realize the social impact it would have on me in terms of my relationships with other people. I didn't really know what to expect. What I got was definitely disappointing, to say the least. My friends and family weren't against it, but I didn't feel as supported as I was expecting it to be. So it was a little bit of a tough moment. I found myself asking myself, like, why am I even doing this? No one cares whether I do this or not. Like, why should I? And it was very tough. And I think the biggest achievement is months into my journey, I'm sitting down having a conversation with my mom about, just everything that's been going on. Um, and my mom had said that she wanted to go on a plant-based diet. And I kid you not, is probably the biggest win of me joining VSA is to be living proof that this could work for anyone. And it was confirmation of all the hard work that I've been putting into it, because I have been doing this for myself, but to be an example for other people, people that I love very much, and I want them to see things the way that I see it. Um, there was nothing like that day when we sat and we talked about it. And, sharing it with the VSA, everyone was really excited about it, because really, I think that's kind of the point of going vegan, is to change the world, even if it's one person at a time.
As far as like your experience working with us as coaches and with the community, how do you feel? Like, what was your experience with us?
I think that was the part that I was looking forward to the most, because when you are watching YouTube videos of other people, or you're following them on Instagram, there's only really so much that you know about them or they know about you. And when you like joining the VSA, I feel like I've gotten to know Leif and Anders even more, and they've gotten to know me more, which has helped me to learn more about myself. Because it's that fine-tuned, personalized advice that has really changed the way that I have perceived things. And I've worked with Ashley the most, and I've never had a problem opening up to other people. I've considered myself an extrovert, so even the group and whatnot, like that wasn't particularly scary for me to kind of open up to them. Um, but really having that closeness with your coach and the group, it really um, it really propels you forward. That engagement, relying on people, is really what propels you forward in reaching your goals, because anyone can have a meal plan, an exercise plan, and you can do it, but you really do need those people in your corner, especially those who understand exactly where you are at a specific point in your life. Everyone in this group knows what it's like to transition into veganism. Everyone knows what it's like to join the VSA, even if it was scary. So never did I ever feel like I was alone. And that definitely helped me to really just push myself even more, because it is like a family, and we are all like supporting each other, no
Yeah.
matter how like engaged you are online or not. Like if one person makes one post and that's the only post that they make all week, like we're all going to cheer that person on,
Yeah.
so that's a really cool feeling.
What would you tell somebody that's on the fence of doing it themselves?
I would say that it is scary, but it's scary because it matters. It's an important life decision, and it is a commitment. And commitment is scary when you don't know whether you're going to succeed or fail at the end. But what I have learned, is to trust the process and to just do it, because even if you fail, there's always going to be something good that comes out of it. And I think that's probably the biggest takeaway that I've gotten from the VSA, is about failure. Many people live their lives not taking chances because they're afraid that they're going to fail. Um, and with the VSA, we learned that when you push yourself to failure, that's really when you're going to grow, whether it is your body or as a person. And when you are faced with the decision of joining the VSA, it it's a commitment, but it's more of an investment, and you're going to get a return on that investment. And you can't really fail at the VSA. there's so much that you can do within the VSA that any progress is a win, and failing isn't really something that happens in the VSA. You have your ups and downs, but it's really the journey, and that's really what's the most important.